The game is on. Eddie Pope, Jeff Agus. Agus goes up the line looking for Donovan. Dixon ping-pongs it. Comes all the way back to the central defender, Marco McDonald. Agus volleys it out. The Jamaican forwards clearly, strategically, are trying to do the same things that the Honduran forwards did successfully on the 1st of September in Washington, D.C. Tremendous speed on this Jamaican team. If the U.S. can get Jamaica to scramble defensively a little bit in the first 15 to 20 minutes, that could set a very favorable tone for the U.S. But Onandi Lowe is a big offensive force. Jamaica appealing for a handball, inadvertent contact, rules Cyprian, and on they go. Joe Max Moore out on the right flank. McDonald comes across and knocks the ball out of bounds. David Reggie back in the starting lineup at left back. Donovan the outside of the football to O'Brien looking for the attack. Joe Max Moore in the middle. O'Brien.
Oh, sweet touch there.
Working against Simpson.
John O'Brien, who has been with Ajax of Amsterdam since he was 17 years old, training with them, and has moved up into the first team. And if not for injuries, he probably would have become an even more prominent player with Ajax.
Theodore Whitmore with the ball for Jamaica. A nifty player, has tremendous one-on-one moves. O'Brien knocks it down for Chris Armas. Armas penetrates on the dribble, takes on Whitmore, tumbles, draws the foul. Free kick for the United States.
The United States is looking to force an early goal.
The captain, Claudio Reyna, over the ball along with Jeff Agus. Reyna's serve low into the box. Joe Max Moore scores! The United States is on top of Jamaica! Right at the 3-minute mark.
Captain America, Claudio Reyna of the Glasgow Rangers. That's what they call him in Glasgow. Joe Max Moore on the diving header. Sensational. And Joe Max Moore is a money player. If you remember, the United States needed to win in Barbados last November, and it was his run that set up the winning goal by Clint Mathis. Joe Max Moore, as Bruce Arena told us yesterday, is the kind of player you want to write into that lineup in a game where the result is absolutely so pressure-filled and so critical.
The United States does not always play the most beautiful soccer, but one thing you can count on is a full-hearted, full 90-minute effort. Reyna with the tackle in midfield wins the ball. Donovan goes inside. He penetrates, top of the box. Tremendous tackle from behind by Scarlett. The drive and a save. Lawrence tested early twice.
John O'Brien's left foot. A lot of confidence displayed there by young John O'Brien. Long range shot, a dipping shot, which gave Lawrence all kinds of trouble.
Joe Max Moore trying to create something with his hustle. Sane pops it up. Reyna chests it down for Stewart, gets it right back. Reyna is right on his game, trying a chip ball for Donovan. He picks it up on the rebound off of McDonald. Gets it back in traffic, takes a big bump. Moore looking for Stewart. Dixon as Stewart goes tumbling over. Donovan settles. Armas. Good possession by the U.S. here. Very aggressive start by the American team. Through ball from Reggie. Moore's shot goes just wide as Donovan was trying to crash the far post. Armas. Reyna showing to the ball. Reyna does so many things that make every player around him a better player. That just another aspect of his game. Armas chipping it. It dies for Reggie. Crosses it into the middle. It goes behind Donovan. The United States playing tremendous ball here in the first 7 minutes.
And Reggie looks to be a different player than we saw September 1 at RFK Stadium in the loss to Honduras.
Simpson looping it long, looking for Scarlett, who's behind the D. It's Fuller, rather, and Agus in defensive support of Pope. Takes it away, gives it up for Reyna.
But you see the problems that the power of Onandi Lowe on the ball can cause there. And had not Jeff Agus come over to help Eddie Pope, Lowe would have had a sure goal.
These two teams have played 10 times overall. The United States never has lost to Jamaica, but it is 5 wins, no losses, and 5 ties, including 4 consecutive ties. Jamaica has given the U.S. fits. And remember, the U.S. really has to come away from this game with 3 points to control its own World Cup destiny. O'Brien with big pressure from behind. Fuller steals the ball. Not enough verbal support. It appeared O'Brien was blindsided and didn't even have any sense that the defender was coming.
Oh, he needs to play quicker anyway through midfield.
Whitmore on the go. Fuller, far side, it's onside. The shot goes over the top. Might have been deflected. It is going to be a corner kick.
Brad Friedel covering the entire goal and then some. Ricardo Fuller nearly as powerful and as quick as Onandi Lowe. And the ball slotted over, not a great angle. And Friedel there getting the left hand to it to put it over the bar.
Davis working against O'Brien. Lawrence stripped to the ball. O'Brien faking the shot, tries the one-on-one move, and McDonald picks his pocket at the top of the box.
Remember the goal that John O'Brien scored last summer in this stadium at Foxborough against Barbados, where he walked past 3 or 4 defenders. He was trying to do that again.
Scarlett on the fly from Gardner, the cross. Agus, the torpedo header, drives it out for a throw-in as Fuller was waiting just behind.
He's plugged the holes nicely so far, helping Eddie Pope on a couple of occasions, coming in behind Regis on another.
Top of the box, point-blank shot, Lawrence scores! James Lawrence has tied it! Sloppy marking at the top of the box.
Good support here at Foxborough, also for the Jamaican team. This ball floated into the penalty area. Taken off the chest by Lawrence. He had time to line this up. They did not close him down quickly enough. Friedel wants to see defenders all over those potential shooters from Jamaica not have that kind of time to line up their shots and pick a corner.
This portion of the match brought to you by Chevrolet. So the United States makes its task all the more difficult. Having scored at the 3-minute mark, it now gives one up to Lawrence in the 14th minute. Behind him, James Lawrence put it in the corner. You cannot give Jamaica that kind of chance. It has struggled offensively in this tournament, in this 10-game series with 6 nations and 3 to advance to the World Cup Finals in 2002. But Jamaica is a multi-talented team which went to the last World Cup and had a good showing there. Carl Brown, the new head coach of Jamaica. Regis. First touch cross. Flag is up, it's offside. It's offside.
We'll have a look here. No, that's not offside.
Look where the ball is. The ball is forward. That is not a good call.
Yeah.
The ball is forward. That should have counted. You cannot be offside if you're behind the ball.
That was the first ball that was played out wide that they called offside, but that was not offside either.
You can tell from the football yard lines. Nevertheless, play continues. Reyna tracking back. Lowe gets kicked up in the head. It's going to be a goal kick. Could have been a high boot ruling as Reyna put the foot up. Also could have gone against Onandi Lowe for ducking down into the ball that Reyna was playing. The referee Ciprian elected to let it go. Jamaican player is down. It is Gardner, and the medical staff comes out to attend to him. Gardner getting carried off. These injuries often are not as severe as they initially appear. Gardner clearly is in a lot of pain. I would imagine that we will see him back. The U.S. never has lost a full international here. Armas through ball for O'Brien, gets hammered 25 yards away, and there's no call. And O'Brien is down after getting upended.
This is a hard collision. And he gets the touch first. Referee judging that the contact was incidental as the defender attempted to play the ball, but he misses the ball. He takes out O'Brien, but no call for the United States.
Sane down for Armas. Whitmore steals it. Davis knocks it down. Armas trips it. And Armas is going to get a yellow card here. This is a fascinating call, I must say, considering the quality of contact we've seen in other parts of the field that has been let go. And this is a yellow card call.
It's deemed a yellow card because it's a tactical foul. Armas had lost possession at midfield, tries one stab at a foul, here misses the ball here, and his entire job is to stifle those counterattacks.
Very emotional start to this game as Joe Max Moore scored at exactly 3 minutes from Reyna on a free kick. Lawrence answered in the 14th minute to give us the 1-1 deadlock. Reggie looking for Donovan in the seam, heads it forward to Joe Max Moore, the drive! Dixon blocks it out for a corner. There is Landon Donovan making a dangerous ball even more dangerous with the first touch. Dixon back for it though. McDonald blasts it up. Agus takes it back. Play all in Jamaica's end right now. Through ball. Donovan's onside. Landon Donovan can't get the laces on the ball. Shanking it off the left foot.
Well, this is good variety in attack for the United States. Rather than spread the ball wide, you'll see John O'Brien here decide to go straight up the center for the quicker attack. Into the run, a curving run by Landon O'Brien. And he just misses the target on the near side, slicing the ball ever so slightly. But you love to see those runs by Donovan, and even better, O'Brien recognizing that Donovan was in a dangerous place.
Davis with a nice move in traffic, tries to take on one too many though. Here's the U.S. counter. Donovan with his head up as always, decides to carry the ball. Lawrence runs him over from behind, play on. Got enough of the ball. Donovan might have gone down a little bit too easily. Scarlett on the square ball, has a lot of space here. Armas trying to cut it down. Scarlett goes for the hero shot and misses it by 10 yards high. Armas. The thing we've noticed about Donovan in this year in Major League Soccer is his learning curve is incredible. I doubt he'll go down unless truly fouled again in this game. Scarlett bangs against Donovan and he slams into the side, as you can hear that.
Landon Donovan currently the leading scorer in the Major League Soccer playoffs for the San Jose Earthquakes, so he's playing with confidence as well, wants to make his mark internationally.
3 goals and 1 assist in 2 games. O'Brien, Stewart in a seam, too much traffic. Lawrence, the goal scorer, is back, has a little bit of trouble in his keeper. Aaron Lawrence has to knock it out. James Lawrence, the midfielder who scored the goal for Jamaica. Donovan juggles it right into traffic and loses to Lowe. Reyna tries the slide tackle. Lowe is a monster. Reyna cuts him off and picks his pocket. Clever stuff. A lot of hard tackle. Oh, Lowe just decks Reyna, and there's no card for that. Clearly a retaliatory foul, and Lowe lets Cibrian hear it point blank, no card.
Well, clearly Jamaica's also decided that they're going to try to physically intimidate the captain of the United States, Claudio Reyna, and Landon Donovan.
Reggie into the box and cleared out.
That foul by Nandi Lowe should have been a yellow card. Excessive force, and obviously he played the man the whole way.
Stays in bounds. Moore drawing the ball back. Hard outside for Son. Working against Scarlett. Across the box. O'Brien at the arc, the half volley. He can't get the knee over the ball.
O'Brien controlled it very well. I was hoping he would be able with that first touch to get it over towards his left foot. As you can see, his success rate not quite as high with the right.
Jamaica, it should be noted, is under a bit of duress itself as Hurricane Iris is expected to pound the shores of that tropical island today. And obviously our best hopes and prayers go out to all Jamaicans, especially those who are in the path of that terrible storm. Gardner in midfield pulls it back against Son.
Gardner has been a menace, dribbling speed and also breaking forward on the counterattack.
This portion of the match brought to you by Avaya.
Jack, something that's important here for the United States is, and you alluded to it, they need to keep their cool here. Jamaica very deliberately trying to provoke something with a lot of this physical play.
Lowe takes on Armas, pulls back. Whitmore sends it wide. Into the box, Agus climbs the ladder, Lowe was waiting. Sane pops it to Stewart. Guns it high to midfield. A push before the ball came down. Donovan knocked out of the way. Play very physical and Cibrian is letting it go. Reggie tries to come across the field. hung up in the wind. There is a bit of a breeze. Reyna chopped down in the center circle. A restart for the United States.
Landon Donovan is going to be battered throughout this game, as is Claudio Reyna. The Jamaicans look at Landon Donovan. They know what danger he presents. They also know that he only weighs about 150 pounds. And if they can punish him enough, they can keep him out of the attack.
Slowly. Not even up yet. Donovan tries to turn it forward for Joe Max Moore. Reyna, clever outside of the foot volley. Lawrence knocking it forward. O'Brien is still down.
Oh, he's been hit hard 2 or 3 times in this game.
Counter here. Low against Pope. Low, very powerful left foot. Tremendous athlete. Knocks it off of Pope. Goes for a right footer and sprays it out of bounds, and O'Brien is still down. Cibrian is writing somebody up on the yellow card. Fabian Davis gets it.
That's good refereeing there, because he played on initially because Reyna controlled the ball, even though Davis had fouled John O'Brien. Then on the next stoppage, he came back and addressed the situation with the yellow to Fabian Davis.
Bruce Arena, coach of the U.S.
Well, the United States has had some difficulty dealing with the speed, especially of that man, Ricardo Gardner, on that far side. And Nandi Lowe, so powerful on the dribble as well. And this is as cold as it ever gets in Jamaica, here in Massachusetts. And players yesterday that we saw at the Jamaica practice all appeared to be just a little stiffer, not as limber as they normally are.
With the notable exception of Nandi Lowe. Landon Donovan on the outside against Scarlett, takes him on one-on-one, has to come back to the perimeter to Stewart. Stewart squared it. Donovan tries the first touch pass. It goes off of Simpson. Donovan, first touch back to Armis in space. Stewart couldn't handle it.
The ball needed to get to Reyna on one of those touches there. He was open in the middle.
Lowe, who was just wearing a mesh penny during yesterday's brisk practice.
Oh, he's a Midwesterner now, though, with Kansas City.
Davis into the box. And there is Sane. You can see the ball hang a little bit in the air. Swirling breezes here in Foxborough. Winds of about 15 miles an hour. Dropping the wind chill into the 40s. Stewart on the go against Scarlett. Tries to cut it back. Scarlett takes him down. That's a trip.
That's a yellow card.
Not in this game.
That's a nasty foul. And Cibrian, the man in the middle, is too far from the play to make the correct call. He's got to move closer to the play. Watch this. Stewart is gone. There's no attempt to play the ball here. It's thank you very much. I'll take the man out.
Sane. Long ball. It hangs. Reyna against Scarlett. Outside of the foot. Stewart didn't see it coming. There's Moore tenaciously. Stewart. The shot blocked down by Dixon. O'Brien at the arc. The juggle move. The volley. What a tremendous display of skill by John O'Brien. Aaron Lawrence on the save. Looping it. Dixon. McDonald tries to drive it forward. Too hot for Whitmore to handle, but there's Lowe. Armis takes him down from behind. This could be... Oh, that was very close to Armis getting thrown out of the game for a second yellow. And Cibrian looked for a moment as if he was reaching, and then I think he realized it was Armis.
Jamaica now has a complaint about the officiating. In almost every instance, that would be a yellow card, which of course would have been Armis' second of the half.
Well, Jamaica's basically 3 bad offside calls from making it all even here. It has not been a well-officiated game. Donovan against Dixon.
Well, Cibrian has decided to let it all go.
And the first half comes to an end at Foxborough.
All of those fouls that we just watched.
The wind entering the stadium favors the United States, but it tends to swirl a great deal here in Foxborough. Nandi Lowe out onto the right side for Lawrence. Donovan carrying square. O'Brien, he looks okay after getting bashed around in the first half. Carries through, goes inside out against Davis, cuts it back, Moore, a tremendous save! Aaron Lawrence saving the day for Jamaica.
You had everything there. You will not see a better soccer play today because of the dribbling and confidence of John O'Brien. It beats two players with one move, pushing it on one side, going on the other. A wonderful cross. Joe Max Moore there to meet it. An incredible goalkeeping by Aaron Lawrence. Because it was a great run down that left side, and all the ball needed to be done was delivered earlier by Stewart before he slipped.
Play on here. Whitmore with a good move through midfield. Reggie trying to recover. On comes Whitmore. Penetrates into the box for a shot. And a save by Freedom. Long individual run.
Whitmore known for his dribbling skill and runs through midfield. You see them less and less, though, because he's well into his 30s.
Donovan cuts it back against Gardner. Gains some time. Has O'Brien and spreads it across to him. O'Brien settles. Donovan going to the far post. Here's the return. McDonald heads it down. Stewart, the drive blocked out. Tremendous defensive play as Linval Dixon gives up his body.
Yeah, he's feeling that one. That's going to leave a mark.
O'Brien. Donovan is onside. There was a defender for Jamaica down, lying in the 6-yard box. It's McDonald.
Well, Donovan and John O'Brien combining well. Ernie Stewart, the beneficiary here at the top of the box. He drills this shot, coming across his captain, Linval Dixon, to put the block on that one. Here, Landon Donovan appears to be offside there, but he's not, because there's a defender back here on the ground for Jamaica.
Here are the standings in CONCACAF, the region that is comprised of North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. There are 6 finalists. The top 3 will advance to the World Cup of 2002. First place Costa Rica is in. Honduras is in second place. Mexico in third, because with 13 points like the United States, Mexico has a better goal difference. That is the first tiebreaker, and we're showing you that because after the next match day, that tiebreaker does come into play. Mexico giving Costa Rica a pretty good time early in the second half. They're in the 52nd minute in San Jose. Honduras, surprisingly, 0-0 with Trinidad and Tobago. And if TNT could pull out a 0-0 at Honduras, that immensely helps the United States, especially if the U.S. can pot another one and get a win here. McDonald back on his feet. Stewart. Moore. Donovan! Wide.
Landon Donovan, a 19-year-old running free. Good little touch there by Joe Max Moore into Donovan's run. Donovan off the target again, but he's creating those chances, which is important that the U.S. keep the pressure on.
He is a pure finisher, and if he gets another few chances, one of them surely is going to go in.
Scarlett with the yellow card, fouling Reyna.
Ball drifts over Reyna in the swirling breeze. Pope punts it forward. O'Brien going after it, wins the ball. Has Donovan on the left side. Goes for the shot! Just over the top! John O'Brien! There is the creative offense that the U.S. has lacked because of injury. Gardner goes down, play on. Jamaica's advantage. McDonald. Scarlett, who's shown himself to be pretty quick. Simpson through midfield. Gardner, there goes Scarlett on the overlap run, through the box. Reggie climbs the ladder. Pope heads it forward, but it comes right to Whitmore. Davis into the box. Fuller bangs with Agus, tries to turn the corner, still holds, penetrates to the middle, and it is Reggie on a fine defensive play. Quick counter, Donovan's very fast. Donovan pushing the line forward. McDonald will leave the game. Tyrone Marshall of the Miami Fusion will come in. And this is a player who willingly, I should say, will go forward in the attack. Armas from Reyna as the U.S. holds the ball and now works it forward. Reggie plays it quickly, looking for Donovan and more. Big collision, 2 Jamaicans go tumbling down. A man still down in the box for Jamaica. It is James Lawrence who ran into Aaron Lawrence, the keeper. Agus saves a breakaway for Lowe. Aaron Lawrence and James Lawrence, the collision.
Aaron Lawrence, the goal scorer for Jamaica today. Got absolutely... Aaron Lawrence, the goalkeeper. James Lawrence, the goal scorer for Jamaica today. James Lawrence getting hammered by his own keeper. Joe Max Moore did not flinch at all. He was going all the way in for that ball, which is why Aaron Lawrence had to go full out for it, and in the process, make such physical contact with his own player. Aaron Lawrence saved the day on that Joe Max Moore first-time volley from the John O'Brien cross, keeping this 1-1 deadlock going. James Lawrence is back on the field now.
Armas can't control the first touch. Here's Gardner on the counter. Going left side for Lowe. He's got a murderous left foot. Lowe curls into the near post, all the way to the far post, and there is Regis shutting down Gardner. An emergency situation as that ball crossed right through the face of the goal.
There's no question that David Regis, back at the back post here, saves a goal. Friedel dealing with the sun, dealing with a curling ball that was well over the top of him. If not for good positioning by Regis, the U.S. is trailing.
And the wind holding the ball outside the goal mouth. This comes all the way across, and Friedel reaches up for the grab. Andy Lowe goes around Pope. Has Fuller. Akers in defensive support. The U.S. backliners, with the exception of that glaring mistake in the 14th minute, playing the way they did in the early going. Akers, through ball, Donovan. Has Moore. Stewart on the far post. Tyrone Marshall picks Donovan's pocket. Comes inside to Dixon. Whitmore heads it forward. Reyna has 5 yards of space all around him. Draws it back against James Lawrence. Armas. Donovan. Goes through ball for Joe Max Moore. Can't quite get to it, and again Aaron Lawrence alertly off his line. The difference in this game right now. This portion of the match brought to you by Nike. Gardner, change of pace, goes around Sane. Reyna trying to corral him. Forward for Fuller. Hope is there. Friedel will have to play it with the foot.
Number 15, Ricardo Gardner, is the real thing on the left side of midfield for Jamaica. Jamaica also preparing a substitution.
Paul Hall will be coming into the game for Onandi Lowe. Hall plays for Walsall in England. Lowe creating a lot of chances up front, paying a great physical price, has done his part for his nation today. Jermaine Johnson, a dangerous player, will come on, I believe, for James Lawrence. It is. So the goal scorer comes out. Marshall, forward. Johnson on his first touch. Now Gardner looking for Fuller. Pope on a good tackle. Jermaine Johnson, very quick, beats Armas. Stewart in support, wins the ball. When the U.S. is playing good defense, there's just wave after wave of white-shirted players.
We talked about the U.S. controlling the midfield, not only with the ball, but also stopping Jamaica at midfield so they can't get the counterattack going.
Good 1-2 work. Here's Donovan sending O'Brien in. O'Brien stops the ball for Reyna. The shot blocked back. Counter chance for Jamaica. Here they come to the other end. It's getting to be that racehorse time of the game. Players getting tired. Substitutions very valuable. Here's one of them, Jermaine Johnson, coming out wide. Davis on the penetration. Check that, is Paul Hall. This is Davis. Settling away for Moore. Regis gives up the throw in. Joe Max Moore. Carrying middle. Not a good chip. Sane gets caught. Moore retrieves it. Sane. Gardner on his back. Plays it too late. Whitmore, so tricky in traffic. Donovan on a slide tackle. Donovan not known for his defense, making the play there. Scarlett does play it quickly. Armas wins the ball back, now Sane. Pope didn't expect it. Gardner pops the ball up. O'Brien settles. Beautiful first touch. Regis holding it, squirts away from him. Now goes down toward the corner for Reyna. Heads it for Donovan. Stewart going forward. Reyna for Donovan against Marshall. Turns it down! Penalty kick! Penalty kick! Landon Donovan hammered down in the box, and it's going to be a PK for the U.S.
Brilliant combination between Landon Donovan and Claudio Reyna. They timed it perfectly. And really, not a good decision by Tyrone Marshall. The ball into space, behind the defense. Marshall completely misplays it as Donovan had stopped the ball very quickly. And as Donovan went to cut, he was wiped out, both his legs taken out from under him by Tyrone Marshall. No argument about that call. Clearly a foul in the box by Tyrone Marshall.
20 years from now, people may say that this was one of the biggest moments in U.S. soccer history when you consider all that is at stake here. Landon Donovan taken down on a brutal tackle in the box, and Joe Max Moore, known for his skill in free kicks, to take it against Aaron Lawrence. The crowd on its feet in the 81st minute. The U.S. must win to control its World Cup Finals destiny.
Joe Max Moore is the man in New England for the USA. Incredible pressure that he had to deal with. He couldn't have put a ball any harder or any farther into that lower corner. Joe Max Moore is a winner, folks. And that's why he's in the lineup for Bruce Arena or for any U.S. coach anytime the U.S.'s future is on the line.
Now here comes Jamaica, playing for pride, playing for its last mathematical possibility. O'Brien knocks it down to Moore. Back to O'Brien. The United States has taken the lead. Joe Max Moore plays with tremendous aggression. Gives up his body in all situations. He has both of the markers for the United States today. Jones on the far side against Davis. The dancing move. Kobe Jones has had a renaissance year and has rediscovered his confidence at taking on men. Backs up, finds O'Brien. O'Brien pulls it against Dixon. Into the box. Stewart! Great block by Scarlett. Saves a great chance on goal. Full marks to Scarlett for staying with his mark.
Full marks to John O'Brien for creating the chance in that far corner.
And here is Scarlett on the counter. Gardner back to Scarlett. Dangerous situation. Friedel staring into the sun on anything that comes off the left side here. Sane working against Jermaine Johnson. Scarlett tries the cross. Pope will have none of it. 15 seconds from full time here, and we still have not seen what kind of stoppage time will be added here. Sane heads it forward. Scarlett, first touch. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Could have been more. Easily. Davis going forward. Regie has had a tremendous game so far. Agus just wants that thing the heck out of here. Johnson outside for Scarlett. Everybody forward for Jamaica, looking for the goal to tie the United States here. Gardner going middle against Pope. Bangs against him outside the foot, gets it back. Gardner flicks it over wide, across the box. Agus out of the 6-yard box. Ping pong, and it comes to Friedel. Jeff Agus, tremendous defensive play. About 2 minutes away from victory. And what at least would be a win and in situation in Trinidad and Tobago, and maybe by virtue of an incredible gift, something better than that today. Landon Donovan wasting some more clock, about 1:45 to go. Final 45 seconds, desperate last chance for Jamaica. The United States needs to do what it always has done best, to defend right here. Jones disrupts it in midfield against Johnson. Whitmore. Davis. Hall. Regie. The defender blocks it out. It's going to go off the Jamaican, a U.S. throw-in.
What a different day for David Regie than it was September 1 in the loss to Honduras.
Up the line. They're in stoppage time in Mexico. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time in Mexico. We're done here. The United